Hello everyone, I am Rituraj Datta. Recently I passed out from National Institute of Technology Agartala from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I passed out from the class of 2020 and today in this video I am going to discuss about my placement journey at Accenture. Okay, now let's discuss about the placement drive which will take place on your campus. One day prior to the visit of the team on your campus, they conduct a psychometric test. So in that test, they give some mental games and they keep a record of those games, and they will evaluate you based on those games during your interview, provided you clear your online exam. And the next day when they visit your campus, all the process like the online test, the PPT means the pre-placement talk, the interview, all these things takes place on that very day, and you have to be prepared for all these steps if you want to be selected in the company. So let me discuss about each step thoroughly. So let's discuss about the eligibility criteria for sitting in Accenture placement drive. So for it, you have to have an overall CGPA of 7.5 above in all your semesters, and you have to have 80% above in your class 10 and class 12 both respectively, and you can have at least 1 year of education gap between your class 12 and your admission to college. So the pre-placement talk took place the next day at 8 to 8:30 a.m. in the morning. After the pre-placement talk, which lasted for around like 30 to 45 minutes, after the pre-placement talk, we went to give our online test, which was conducted by MCAT, which is by Aspiring Minds. This online test was divided into two sections basically. The first section was the written section and the second section was the coding section. In the written section, it was subdivided into 2 to 3 more parts. And each of these parts has a sectional cutoff in it, which is approximately like 80%, and it varies actually. The sectional cutoffs are such that if you're not able to clear one of the rounds there, then you will be disqualified and you won't be able to proceed to the next rounds and subsequently to the coding round. The first section was of aptitude. The second section was verbal and English, where you have to where you're given some English questions, passages, etc. The third question was of computer organization questions, where you had questions from data structures, algorithms, DBMS as well, then some OS questions, and a little bit about some basic programming concepts or pseudo output and all those things which we usually have in all our placement drives. So it was like 7 out of 10 the hardness level there, and the most challenging part was the time constraint there. You have to answer like 30 questions in 25 minutes, which is a very challenging task to do. Okay. So next we had our coding round, which lasted for like 45 minutes, and in that round you have to do 2 coding questions. It's not like that you had you complete one code, you have passed all your test cases, then you can get selected. Not like that. You have to do all the 2 codes, and you have to do all the 2 codes. You have to pass all the test cases also there. Otherwise, you won't be selected or you won't be shortlisted for it. So let me give a brief idea about what the type of the coding questions were, and it differed from persons to person who gave their exams there. So I'll discuss about my questions there. One of the questions were easy. It's a direct question like Armstrong and all those things. All those easy questions were there, but the second question was a bit tricky question. It was mainly based on the concepts of recursion from functions and methods. Those, if you are able to solve, if you have a good concepts about recursion, then it will be very easy for you to solve that questions. And also be prepared to face questions from data structures there, because some of my friends faced questions from there as well, and it is a bit tricky to solve those coding questions. It's not that easy. One question you can easily solve. The second question, which mainly consists of the maximum of the marks, like 60 marks for the second question, which also consumes a lot of time also, means you have to solve that questions anyhow to be shortlisted. And if you're not able to solve both the questions, then you won't be shortlisted actually. Now let us discuss about the HR round. The HR round mainly looks how confident you are, how presentable you are, how you will bring some changes to the organization, how good are your communication skills, and how witty you are, and how you will be able to handle situations when you join the organization. So I think that round is very easy to crack once you're done with both the technical rounds, and it lasts for like 20 to 30 minutes for me, and even less for the other participants those were there with me. One more point is that each of the technical interview rounds for me lasted for like 30 to 40 minutes. And for some of my other co-mates who were also shortlisted, it lasted for like 20 to 30 minutes as well. So be prepared for it accordingly. You have to be confident. You can't be nervous during your interviews, because the team that came to visit your company, they will know it definitely, your confidence level as well as your energy during the interview process as well. Lastly, I'd like to say that currently I'm working for Accenture from home for the profile which they have bought for a placement session, which is Advanced Application Engineering Analyst, and they are offering us a CTC, which is cost to company, of 9 lakhs per annum. Thanks for watching this video. If you need any help, or if you want to clear any of your queries, you can reach me out on LinkedIn and Facebook anytime you want. Thank you.